Good morning, everyone. This is Barry Cowan, the president of the Deerfield Beach Computer Club since August of 2005, in my 21st year, believe it or not. And I just flew in from Chicago, and boy, are my arms tired. Okay, so you can remember that old comic thing. So I'm celebrating my 82nd birthday with my Zoom family. I thank you all for attending the party. I'm sorry I don't have any cookies or cake or anything like that, like we used to do in the classroom. Besides, everybody would go back there at the table and didn't listen to the class was anyway. Their interest was eating. So we had donuts and we had all kinds of things over the years. The club is still very much alive. The website was renewed. Right now, we're looking to find another location, certainly rent-free, because we're running out of funds. And so we can't ask for people to do any kind of fundraising anymore. And we might lose our tax-free status, which doesn't mean anything anyway, because it doesn't anymore.
Gotta have an
So,
income.
yeah, we've got to have some money to be
Something
taxed.
coming in before you can pay taxes.
Absolutely. So, in view of everything that's going on in this country, it's good to have a nice place here where you can relax with people who are comfortable, respectful, and very knowledgeable. So, without further ado, I'm going to introduce today's guest speaker, who is well known to us from many instances. His name is Jerry Rogan, and I'm going to let him tell you something about himself. I want to publicly acknowledge him for coming today because with only a day's notice or something, he put together a presentation. As you know, Apple presented on Tuesday, September 9th, and he only had a day or so to put something together for us. And also from his location in Iowa, there's a 2-hour difference, you said, Jerry?
1 hour.
1 hour. So you still had to get up a little bit early. So I want to thank you so much for helping me celebrate my birthday with a nicer guy you won't find anywhere. Okay.
Thank you, Barry.
That being said, remember to raise your hand if you have any questions or post them on the chat board. And also the video will be available probably over the weekend. I'll put it up there on the Music Man YouTube channel for us. Make sure you turn off any background interference areas, mute anything, turn off a radio or a TV or anything else that would interfere with this recording, which is now ongoing. As to the future, I don't know. I don't know what we're going to do, whether we're going to go every 2 months or we're going to keep going every month, or whether Zoom is even worth it. We're going to be taking a survey on that maybe a little bit later after this meeting. I have a poll put up and we'll see what kind of answers we get. Certainly we have 11 today, which is, it's okay, but ideally we've had as many more. And that's because I've tried to make contact with everybody that was here. I sent over 100 emails, 100 addresses out, and maybe people have moved or they passed away or they've had some other changes in their lifestyle. I don't want to mention the few that I do know have it for their privacy reasons. But we're glad to see everybody here looking healthy and happy and anxious to learn. And that's more than we could ask for. So without further ado, it gives me great pleasure to present to you today's guest speaker and my friend and club supporter, Jerry Rogan. Take it away.
Thank you, Barry.
Let's give him a sitting ovation.
All right, thank you, guys. As Barry mentioned, Apple had I forget what they call it now, an awe-dropping event 2 days ago.
Mhm.
And how many of you have actually saw that? I'm curious.
Yeah.
I'm not going to look. How many? Raise your hand. A few of you. Okay. Once again, Apple's marketing team did a tremendous job of putting together a lot of fluff. Well, they do. You know, they have some wonderful graphics and so forth, but they showed us the new products, and I'm going to review quickly what products they showed us. I'm also going to throw my 2 cents out about whether you should upgrade or not. But I'm also going to look at the products that we thought were going to be introduced and were not. And some of those may be the reason you may not want to upgrade this year. So without going any further, I'm going to go ahead and start my short presentation.
Welcome
Again.
to Hype Land.
Yeah. Well, whoops, I'm working off my iPad too, and I have to remember how to
Okay.
do it. Can you see the presentation or no?
Not yet.
Picture of you.
Where are you located?
Right now, I'm in Iowa.
And believe it or not, they're going to be in the 90s in the next couple of days.
And we've only been in the 60s. Now we're going to be in the 90s.
Yep.
Only because school started.
Hmm.
Okay, let's see if I can get my screen shared.
There we go. And I'll have a few things I want to show you on my screen, and we'll look at some of the things on the iPhone. Just remember today that the iOS, the actual new operating system won't be out until a few more days. So
Can you see the opening slide, Barry?
Yes.
I can
Okay.
go for
Okay,
it.
yeah, I'm in Iowa now, and in 3 weeks I'll be in Arizona for about 7 months. So, but I'm no longer an AppSug speaker. When I turned 80, I decided to retire from that. And my first inclination when Barry called me to do this presentation was to say, no, get off my back. But I didn't do that. I said, okay, Barry, you're a friend, I'm going to do it. So, but because it was only 2 days ago, we don't have a lot of material to work with. So I'm going to muddle through it and we'll see where we go. I was glad to see that a few of you attended that presentation. It was about an hour and a half long, I think.
An
Yeah.
hour and 15 minutes.
Yeah.
Yeah, there you go. Okay,
What was that? Okay.
So the
Go ahead.
first thing I want to talk about it, they introduced the Apple AirPods Pro 3. The new features include active noise cancellation, all new heart rate sensing during workouts. And having seen all your faces, I can't imagine too many of you go through workouts, so I'm not going to worry about that. Live translation to communicate across languages. I am a cruiser. I go all over the world a couple of times a year. I was glad to see this, but I want you to know it takes more than the AirPods to do that. You have to have your phone.
Yep.
Mhm.
When a foreigner speaks to you, it goes through the phone, does the translation, and transmits it to your ears. But when you talk, you're talking into your phone, and then you have to show your phone to the person you're talking to so they know what their translation is.
Mhm.
So kind of a dual thing there, but it's really cool. I did experiment with it with Russian and with Spanish, and it worked just great. So, and they're saying, I'm sorry.
Yeah, there is an auditory output off of the phone if you want to have what's written on the screen spoken.
Yes,
Okay.
yes. But then you wouldn't need the AirPods, would you?
No, spoken back to them.
Okay. Oh, okay, right. Improved battery life up to 8 hours of listening time. I'm not so certain that is an improvement over the AirPods Pro 2, but we'll see. Anyway, they'll be available starting September 19th for $249. Then they brought up the Watch Series SE, and all new essentials for a great value. Now you can track your sleep score, get richer health insights in the Vitals app, charge up to 2 times fast with new fast charging. And you can also have always on display.
What does that do to the battery?
Wears it down. Probably you can still probably get about 12 hours out of the battery.
Yeah, bigger
But
battery.
yeah, but this phone will start, or this watch will start at $249. But it is missing a lot of the health apps that I think seniors ought to have.
Mhm.
Blood oxygen is coming back. I still have it on my Watch Series 7, but blood oxygen's coming back, pulse, EKGs, and so forth. None of that is included with the Watch Series SE.
I think sugar monitoring's in there too, right?
No,
Not yet? Okay.
That's why I still have the 7. I'm a diabetic and I'm waiting for glucose monitoring, and they
Well,
don't have
wouldn't
it
that be
yet.
sweet?
Yeah, there you go.
Yeah. Yeah.
But you know, seriously, I do have a 7, and I have to admit I'm thinking of upgrading for a few other reasons. But I do wish they'd come up with the glucose monitoring. They had it. I was at Apple 2 years ago, and they showed it to me, and it worked great. But I think there were some copyright things going on, and they can't let it go yet.
Yeah.
Kind of the same thing that happened with the blood oxygen.
Mhm.
Okay, the Watch Series 11 is what I'm thinking of upgrading to myself. The ultimate way to monitor your health is by waking up to your sleep score and receiving notifications about chronic high blood pressure. That's something that's new. The high blood pressure warning, I guess I'll call it, is new on the Watch Series 11.
AFib.
Mhm. And
Well,
there
we had AFib on. We had
On the last
AFib
one?
on. Well, I've had it on my 7.
Okay.
My partner's got a 9,
Okay.
and she just had an ablation for her AFib because her watch told her she had AFib. That sent her to her cardiologist. So, AFib's
Oh.
been around for a while. This is actual high blood pressure, not
Okay.
AFib.
Good.
Mhm.
Good.
So that's an important thing to know too. And there's some enhancements to the fitness with the new Workout Buddy. And the watch is supposedly going to go 24 hours of battery life. This watch will start at $399.
Mhm.
Now, I don't monitor my sleep, but my partner does. And what she does is at nighttime when she goes into the bathroom to get ready for bed, she throws her watch on the charger. And fortunately, it charges fast enough that she gets through the night, tells her what her sleep score was. When she gets out of bed in the morning, she puts it back on the charger while she gets ready, and then it's ready to go for the entire day. But you do have to get in that routine of charging it occasionally.
Yeah.
That's right.
The Watch Ultra 3. Now, again, I've seen most of your faces, not all of them. I can't imagine any of us are going to go mountain climbing or what have you, but it's for the person that's into, I want to say, extreme fitness that really could use the Watch 3. It's got new excellent GPS,
Mhm.
satellite communications, and so forth. So if you are that athlete that goes out riding in the desert or mountain climbing, you might want to look at that. But it does start at $799.
Ouch.
Yeah, you can get a lot better watch than that for the money. Now we're going to take a quick look at the iPhone 17. I current.
Back.
Go ahead.
Yeah, just one more piece on the one you had before this. The Ultra had also, I'm a certified diver, and that version of that where you can dive with it also, and it gives you diving information while you're underwater. Is
Mhm.
also a pretty nice feature. I mean, that's still pretty low key for me and not too extraneous, but it gives you all the information. But it was like $1,200, and that's just, I mean, it's out of my range, but what it provided you for a diver was pretty magnificent, I thought.
You know, all of these things, in my opinion, should be a wait and see. You don't want to buy the you don't want to buy the first car or new car off an assembly line. You'd like someone to, you know, see what the bugs are and then fix them. So this is a cautionary thing for me. I'm holding back.
Yeah, agreed.
I've got an iPhone 13 Pro Max. It's still working, but the battery life is down to about 83%. Eventually, it's going to have to be turned in. And I've got an Apple Watch 4, which is still working, but there's no more repair, you know, for that. If the trade-in if it's $30, you'd be lucky. Okay.
The
Go on.
guys, remember, Barry's still working on a laptop with Windows 7.
The-
Yeah. Hey,
Not going there.
Barry,
Not going there.
I'm just saying, buddy. I'm just saying.
No, wait a minute. I've got a computer with 10 on it.
Oh,
Now too.
redemption.
Right.
Going for the
Yeah,
redemption.
right.
Okay.
This is a rough crowd. I'm telling you. I'm glad I'm not on stage.
Really?
On we go.
No slack.
Okay. So the iPhone 17 is kind of your typical size iPhone. It's a 6.3-inch display. It's a durable, good, solid phone. I have seen mock-ups of it. It's running at 120 hertz, and it's got the new ceramic shield on the front and back glass, which makes it much harder. Advanced 48 megapixel dual fusion camera system and new center stage front camera,
Mhm.
and of course AI. That center stage, for example, if you were taking a selfie of three of you and all of a sudden the fourth person would come in or the fifth person, you can now expand that view so that it will take them in, and it's called center stage. Pretty nice little feature, I think.
I kind of like it. Yeah.
It's one of the reasons I changed phones today. So anyway, you can pre-order effective at your time, 6 o'clock this morning, I think. No,
Make it a birthday
something like that.
order.
Yeah, there you go. And they'll be delivered September 19th to your home. Then we have the new iPhone Air.
Mm.
It's not called the 17. It's not called this, that, or the other. It's called the iPhone Air. We really think it will only be updated about every 2 years, like the Watch SE and so forth.
My God, that thing weighs more than I do.
Yeah. It only is available in 4 colors: black, silver, white, and
Blue.
I don't know, chrome or something. Blue, I guess that's blue. It is made out of titanium, so it won't bend and so forth. It's the thinnest iPhone ever. But if you look at it here, you'll see the camera bump makes it a little thicker. And by the time you put a case on it, it's going to be a little thicker. So
Yeah.
I wonder what the point is. Says it's even more durable than the iPhone before. I don't know what durability means, but it's got a great display on it. Again, it's got the ceramic shield too on the front, plus the super powerful A19 Pro chip. The A19 is what's in all of the iPhone 17. So that's the latest, greatest. I can,
6-core processor.
yes, and I can tell you the speed is incredible.
Yeah.
It really is. So, and of course, it's got the center stage front camera as well. Starts at $999, so it's not cheap.
Nope.
And all you're going to get is a thinner phone. So, if that's what you want, go for it.
That's a really large photo size. And you know what that means, folks? You need that's how they get you to get a phone with high capacity of what, 256 starting, because that's going to be a huge file.
Right,
Take a
right.
photo or
And
video.
all of the new iPhones do start at 256.
Yeah, and I saw them at a terabyte also, so you can kick it up there.
Actually, the Max Pro or the Pro Max, you can get up to 2 terabyte. So,
Damn,
Mm.
that's a
and
lot.
it is. The iPhone Pro and Pro Max are basically identical phones, with the exception of the battery. Battery is much larger in the Pro Max, but it's heat forged aluminum unibody, vapor chamber for keeping it cool, ceramic shield, up to 8 times optical zoom, 256 gigabyte of storage starting, and the center stage. Now,
Wow.
the new front camera has got some awesome features that let you frame your photos and videos in super flexible ways. You can even zoom in and out without touching your phone, or switching from portrait to landscape with a simple tap. Plus, when you're with friends, the field of view expands so you can capture even more of them in your selfies. Uh, the Pro and Pro Max have so many new features. It really is a brand new phone. I'll be honest with you, I ordered mine this morning and I ordered one for my partner. We ordered the Pro Max. Neither
Mhm.
one of us had the guts to order it in orange. I ordered mine in blue and she ordered hers in silver.
Wow.
But what does it matter when you put a color case on it? You can't tell what color it is anyway.
That's
So,
right.
so no big deal. But the iPhone Pro starts at 990, 1099. I'm sorry, that's wrong. 1099, and the Pro Max is 1199.
So it's being shipped to you, right?
Yeah, it's being shipped to my house. I'll have it September 19th.
Okay.
Okay, so here's basically the differences between the iPhone Air, the 17 Pro, and the 17 Pro Max. So the iPhone Air starts at $999, the iPhone Pro at $1099, the Pro Max at $1199.
Mm.
Here's one of the things that intrigued me is that the screen size on the iPhone Air is 6.5. The iPhone 17 is 6.3, and the iPhone 17 Pro Max is 6.9. I wanted a larger screen, so I did go with the Pro Max, and hopefully I won't regret that.
Yeah.
They all have the A19 Pro chip in it, but on the iPhone Air, it's only 5 core. On the 17 Pro and 17 Pro Max, it's 6 core.
Yeah. That's assuming you
They
have a big hand, you know? If you don't have,
Yeah,
if you have a
yeah.
small hand, what are you going to get? I mean, can
Well,
you get
I've got small hands, but fat fingers. So when I'm trying to use the keyboard on my little iPhone 15, I often mess up.
Okay.
I'm hoping
Yeah.
the larger screen will take care of that.
And I always like to see it.
Yeah, exactly. So storage wise, they all start at 256.
Mm-hmm.
They all have 512 gigabyte and 1 terabyte. The iPhone 17 Pro Max has 2 terabyte. And if you upgrade, you want to order it with the most memory you think you'll ever need, because you cannot upgrade the memory.
Mm-mm.
So the rear cameras, 48 pixel on the main for the iPhone Air. Same thing, except it's got the ultra wide and the 4x telephoto on the Pro and the Pro Max, which can also be 8x optical zoom. So front cameras are all 18 megapixel. The colors for the iPhone Air are sky blue, space black, cloud white, and light gold. On the Pro, it's silver, cosmic orange, and deep blue. and the same thing on the Pro Max.
Hmm.
Here's one of the main differences as well. You have 27 hours of video on the iPhone Air, 33 on the iPhone 17 Pro, and 39 on the iPhone 17 Pro Max. So a lot of time difference there. Size-wise, it's rather insignificant. I know Barry says if you have small hands, the iPhone 17 Pro Max could be too large. But actually, Sue had a 15 Plus, which is almost the identical size. It's like 0.1 inch difference. And I could handle that fine with my small hands. So it depends how you grip the phone.
I'm okay. I've got musician's hands, like my piano. That's a natural thing.
No, okay,
Okay.
there you go. There you go. Now, would I recommend upgrading? Yeah, if you've got a phone that's 3, 4, 5 years old already, it's probably time to do an upgrade. Your battery life is probably starting to fail. And as you know, when Apple comes out with a new feature like iOS 26, there will be features there that will not work on a phone that's 2, 3, or 4 years old.
Mm-hmm.
So Apple's kind of notorious for that. That's how they force us to buy new phones. So, but iOS 26 will be released September 15th.
I believe it's
And-
8.38 gigabytes.
Yeah, it could be. I got the final beta copy of iOS 26 about an hour before I signed on with Barry this morning. I haven't even looked at it. So it's still in beta, but yet it's going to be released in 3 days to the general public. So,
They're close.
but I'm sorry,
They're close.
they're close. They are.
Yeah.
And it's
Yeah.
nothing. I've been working with it now for about 3 months. It's nothing to be feared. Some of the icons and tools look a little different, but they're fairly easy to adapt to. You might just have to tap a few places to find what you want. And if you'd like, perhaps when we're all done, I can hook up I'll leave my iPad hooked up and give you a quick look at what it looks like. Here are the phone models that will get iOS 26. And I'm saying iOS 26 because that's the phone system. iPad 26 will also be released, as well as, I forget what they call it, the Watch 26. All of the items will be updated at the same time.
Right.
But the phones are all of the new 17 models,
If you
the
have Apple.
16E until, yeah. So anything from Apple SE second generation and newer or iPhone 11 will get this upgrade. But you may not get all of the features, again, because of the age of your processor. Apple does tend to take advantage of their new processor. And I think they keep inventing new processors so they can come up with new things to force us to buy phones. Personal comment, don't throw darts at me. So
Absolutely. Understand.
now, here's what wasn't introduced that we most of us thought would be: the foldable phone. So if your phone is only 2 or 3 years old and you don't want to upgrade, you might want to wait until next year, because that's when we think the foldable phone will be out. And it will open up to almost the size of the iPad mini.
And Google's way ahead of us, right? They got the foldable phone, don't
Well,
they?
they've had it
Yeah,
out
they
for
do,
a
and
couple of years.
They've had it out a couple of years. Samsung's had theirs out. And I saw some of the early Samsungs, and you could see the fold in the display. But what I've seen in the last year, you don't. They've really improved it
Yeah.
to the point that I believe Apple is going to buy their foldable displays from Samsung,
Mhm.
which is kind of weird, but that's what it's going to be. So
Yeah.
anyway, that will be probably be coming next year.
But the foldable phone is $1,800.
Yeah.
So that's way out
Yeah.
of most people's price range anyway. So who needs a foldable phone at that kind of price?
Well, we figured most of you people in Florida would be buying one.
Mhm.
People who want to see it.
So, and there was also not a new iPad introduced. There was not a new Macintosh introduced. There was not a new Apple TV introduced.
Mhm.
One of the things I was looking for was the AirTag 2. Because of my travels, I use AirTags in all my suitcases and backpacks. That was supposed to be released, and it's not.
Ew.
The home mini pod. My home is automated with 100% with Apple.
Mhm.
And they were coming out with an iPad looking device to put on the wall to control all your home devices. That was supposed to be introduced, and it was not. The mini pod 2 was not introduced. And for those of you who play games with the Vision Pro 2 was not introduced. And
Yeah.
one of my disgusting things is they didn't have a black phone 17 Pro or Pro Max.
Mhm.
I'm a black phone guy, so now I had to go with dark blue. So
Yeah, well,
But yeah, that's good.
yeah. So anyway, if your phone is 3 to 5 years old, you might upgrade this year to the 17. It really is a significant upgrade. But if you want a foldable phone or something, you might wait till next year.
Well, my suggestion, Jerry, is to wait until it goes into the stores and then see a one that's put into action, you know, in the Apple Store or whatever, as a demo that you can try, so you can see
Yep.
the features, and that way, oh, well, this is the way I'm going to do this, and this is the way I'm going to do that. Everything is on apple.com, and you can make an appointment at an Apple store to go over everything, you
You
know.
can. And, well, and one of the other things you might want to do is wait till they're in the store and go see how some of these things fit in your hand.
Yep.
true. I'm anxious. You got
Uh,
any more information on the Vision Pro thing? Because I'm trying to look at that as a way to be able, I've gotten back into architecture and I need something. I mean, I've got a 48-inch monitor, which is pretty good size, but I'm really curious if that Vision Pro thing with the virtual reality and the augmented reality might be able to zoom in and do even better stuff than the big monitor that I've got.
well, we've heard some good things about it, but none of us have seen it. I don't happen to have a Vision Pro, so
Uh-huh.
I can't answer that. It's one of the few Apple products I don't have.
Well,
Uh,
I may have to make a trip to my store.
I would be careful
There
if
you
you
go.
had, I would be careful if you had vertigo or something like that. Remember,
Um,
you're in a submersive, you're in an immersive and
totally.
submersive environment.
Yeah, and some of those phobias that people had, they worked out with the Vision Pro kind of devices, like particularly people with aquaphobia, and I mean, fear of heights and things like that, where you can walk out on a ledge virtually rather than for real. And they were working with phobias, trying to deal with that sort of stuff with
Right.
those headsets.
you could do that and still get the tickle in your tummy,
Exactly.
even though you're
Oh,
sitting,
exactly.
even though you're sitting in a chair. So
Oh, yeah.
yeah, no, I've seen them, I've played with them, but it's just the one item I've never bought.
Well,
Uh, I do have suffer from vertigo, and they tell me that's not a problem with the Vision Pro. So
yeah. Well,
there's workarounds. So anyway, those are some of the things that were not introduced.
yeah.
Mhm.
But the way Apple's going, they may be introduced before the end of the year. They may have another event in March and introduce them. We don't know that. They're getting away from the one big event every year. So and they're kind of reserving that one big one just for the phones. So
I
keep your eyes
noticed,
and ears open.
yeah.
All of these things that I mentioned here, the foldables, the Vision Pro, the Mini Pi, everything, they have all been in testing now for about 4 months. They're all ready to release. So I'm really thinking by March, we're going to see most of them come out. But we'll
Mhm.
see. We'll see.
You don't think before the holidays.
I don't.
Okay.
I don't.
That's fair.
I think they're going to be busy
Oh,
just with
agreed.
the new iPhones between now and then.
Oh, agreed. Agreed.
And they're still moving manufacturing around a little bit. Most of the iPhones now are going to come out of India.
That's
Surprise.
right.
Yeah, surprise, surprise. But it still depends what these tariffs are going to do and so forth. So what Apple did, instead of telling us that the price increase is due to tariffs, they bumped everything from 128 to 256 memory and saying that's what you're getting for the extra money.
Mm-hmm.
We know the truth is the tariffs right now. So
Yes, we do.
yeah. So anyway,
Yes.
That's all I had. It was short and sweet.
Great, Jerry.
It was sweet. Thank you very much.
Let's give him a big hand.
Yes, sir. Absolutely.
Okay, thank you,
Thank you.
Jerry.
Thank you.
Stick around. Okay. Lorraine, are you there? Good morning. Let's see if she's there. She's on the phone somewhere.
Good morning. Good morning, Barry.
Thanks
Good
for-
morning, everyone, and happy birthday, Barry.
Merci beaucoup. Mon bien, mon
Health
bien,
and-
mon bien ami.
And health and love.
Ah, grazie, grazie mille.
Hey, benvenuto.
Grazie. So, now I'm going to try to show you something. You know, the Apple always, by the way, everything's available on apple.com. Go to that site and you'll see everything posted there that Jerry was talking about. It's updated. And Apple support, as you know, gives me permission to use their videos for years because I called their lawyer and they said, as long as you give us attribution, you can use them whenever you want. The Geeks on Tour is another group. Now they're on a boat, as you know. And so you can view their presentations at whatever time zone they happen to be in where the boat is. But it's still quite excellent, and they also are available for that. All right, I'm going to see what I can do here. Hang on. Oh, boy. Let's hope this works.
Works, Barry.
It does?
Yep.
Okay, I've got to move this.
Yeah, while
thing
Barry's
out.
doing this, I might mention a lot of these new Apple things. If you have questions or want to see something, go to YouTube. There's a tremendous amount of video out there.
Oh, yeah.
Can you all see that?
Yep.
Okay, let me see what I can do to present this thing. Okay, that's a large screen, but it's Einstein said that technology will suppress interaction and will have a generation of idiots. It's already been proven. Thank you. Okay, this is a very important issue. Are you all seeing this?
Yeah.
Okay, hang on. Let me get back to this here. Darn. All right, here we go. Backing up your phone is extremely important. I don't care what you've got, because if you lose it or in any other reason, just like with a computer, backing up to the cloud is extremely important. Then, if you're going to transfer phones, you know, if you want to trade in something, you'll have all of that and it can go from one phone to the other seamlessly. Here we go. Take a look.
When you back up your iPhone to iCloud, iCloud takes periodic snapshots of the data on your iPhone, so it's easy to restore to a new device if your old one is replaced, lost, or damaged. By default, iCloud Backup is enabled when you first set up your iPhone and sign in to iCloud. Your iPhone is automatically backed up when it's locked and connected to power and a Wi-Fi network. You can check the status of your iCloud backups in Settings. Tap your name, and then tap iCloud. The dot next to iCloud Backup displays the status of the last backup of this device. If it's green, it means your iPhone has been successfully backed up. But if there is a gray or red dot, it might mean that your backup is turned off, your device is offline, or the last backup failed. This might occur if you don't have enough iCloud storage for your backup. Tap iCloud Backup to check the date of the last backup for your iPhone, to adjust settings, and to view backups of any other devices signed in with the same Apple account. Tap your iPhone to find out details about the size of your backup and which apps are included. Tap the back arrow in the upper left corner to return to the previous screen. If you want to manually back up your iPhone to iCloud, tap Backup Now. And that's how to make sure your iPhone is backed up to iCloud.
Pretty interesting, right?
Yep.
Okay, I've got to try to get back out of here. Hold on.
Alternate left arrow.
Yeah, I know I'm trying to. This always happens here sometimes.
Easy for me to say.
Yeah, I'm gonna go back a second. I'm gonna stop my share for a moment. And I'm gonna go back in. Oh, okay. Share. Oh, I'm gonna move the window away. See, there's all these things here for Apple videos. This is the one we just did. I wanted to get to a certain spot, so give me a second here. What happens is you get into this screen sharing thing and it messes things up. Did everybody understand how important that is?
Yeah. And how you can make it do it itself.
Yeah,
I
now
like that.
here's how to transfer the data and set up a brand new iPhone.
Have a new iPhone? Here are 3 ways you can transfer your data to a new device. Let's take a moment to learn some ways to transfer if you still have your previous iPhone, and what to do if you don't. If you still have your previous iPhone, downloading your information from iCloud will be the fastest way to get up and running with your new iPhone. Your apps and data will download in the background after setup, so you can start using your new device right away. Another option, if you still have your previous iPhone, is to transfer your data directly to your new one using Wi-Fi. It transfers everything at once and doesn't require an iCloud backup, but you won't be able to use either device while the transfer completes, which can take some time. Even if you don't have your previous iPhone anymore, you can still restore your content using an iCloud backup. This transfers your personal data and information stored in iCloud to your new iPhone using your previous device's iCloud backup. It's important to keep your backups up to date, so you'll have a copy of your information to use in case your device is ever replaced, lost, or damaged. All right, let's get into it. First, we'll teach you how to transfer your data using iCloud and your previous iPhone. Before you start, make sure your previous device is nearby and backed up to iCloud. You can review your iCloud settings to check if your device backs up automatically, or if you'd like to add categories and back up manually. Additionally, your previous device must be connected to Wi-Fi, Bluetooth must be turned on, and both devices should be plugged in and charging until the migration process is complete. Also, make sure your previous device is updated to the latest version of iOS to transfer your data. If you've already set up your new iPhone, you'll need to erase it and start the process over. After you turn on your new iPhone, follow the prompts until the Quick Start screen appears. Now, place your previous iPhone near your new one. Then, follow the steps on your previous device, which includes scanning an animation using the camera, and continue on your new iPhone when prompted. On your new device, enter the passcode that unlocks your previous device and follow the on-screen prompts until the Transfer Your Data screen appears. Then tap Download from iCloud to begin transferring your previous iPhone to your new one using iCloud. It could take a moment to finish signing in to your Apple account. You might be asked to review and accept the terms and conditions in order to continue. If you agree, tap Agree to confirm. Next, follow the prompts, which might include setting up cellular service and an eSIM. A loading bar will appear when your device begins restoring your information from iCloud. This might take a moment or two, and some content like photos could take additional time to complete. When it's done, your iPhone is ready to use. Your apps and data will continue to download in the background when you're connected to Wi-Fi. Be sure to check that all of your data is transferred to your new device before erasing your previous iPhone. Now let's learn how you can transfer all your data at once directly from your previous iPhone to your new one. Before you start, make sure you are able to keep your previous iPhone and your new one near each other until the data migration process is complete. Additionally, your previous device must be connected to Wi-Fi, Bluetooth must be turned on, and both devices should be plugged in and charging until the migration process is complete. Also, make sure your previous device is updated to the latest version of iOS to transfer your data. If you've already set up your new iPhone, you'll need to erase it and start the process over. After you turn on your new iPhone, follow the prompts until the Quick Start screen appears. Now, place your previous iPhone near your new one. Then, follow the steps on your previous device, which includes scanning an animation using the camera, and continue on your new iPhone when prompted. On your new device, enter the passcode that unlocks your previous device and follow the on-screen prompts until the Transfer Your Data screen appears. Then tap Transfer from iPhone. It could take a moment to finish signing in to your Apple account. You might be asked to review and accept the terms and conditions in order to continue. If you agree, tap Agree to confirm. Follow the remaining prompts, which might include setting up cellular service and an eSIM, and your device will begin transferring all your data from your previous iPhone to your new one. This can take some time, so remember to keep both devices plugged in until the migration process is complete. When it's finished, your apps and data will be fully transferred and your phone will be ready to use. Don't have your previous iPhone? Let's learn how to transfer data using an iCloud backup. Before you start, make sure a backup of your previous iPhone is stored in iCloud and you have your Apple account password. You'll need to have access to a Wi-Fi network in order to restore your data, and your device should be plugged in and charging after setup to download your content. And if you've already set up your new iPhone, you'll need to erase it and start the process over. After you turn on your new iPhone, follow the prompts until the Quick Start screen appears. Then tap Set up without another device and continue following the prompts. On the Transfer Your Apps and Data screen, choose From iCloud Backup and follow the prompts, which includes signing into your Apple account. You might be asked to review and accept the terms and conditions in order to continue. If you agree, tap Agree to confirm. Next, choose your most recent iCloud backup from your previous iPhone and follow the prompts, which include setting up cellular service and an eSIM. Then, a loading bar will appear when your iPhone begins restoring your information from iCloud. This might take some time to complete. Then, follow any remaining prompts. When it's done, you can start using your iPhone. Your apps and data will continue to download in the background when you're connected to Wi-Fi. Some things, like your photos, might take extra time to complete. And that's how to transfer your data to a new iPhone. To learn more about your Apple devices, subscribe to the Apple Support YouTube channel or click another video to keep watching. Some sequences in this video were shortened.
Pretty good, huh?
Really? Yes.
I think that's extremely important because now if you go to the store, you can do the whole thing at home, you know, you don't have to run down there and let them do it. Right?
Exactly.
Let's see if there's something else here. I think that's what I had. All right.
An appointment.
I'm going to stop my. Okay,
No.
just a few things. So, any questions?
Was that all in just Apple support is what you
Right.
got?
You can go to Apple Support and the videos are in there. You'll also find it in, you have a support app on your phone for Apple Support. You can download it And that way, you'll see everything that's talked about here and then as things become updated, okay? Remember, everything that we talked about today isn't official until it's released. It's still in a not officially released. So depending on what device you have, things will look different upon it. So we're a little bit, the horse is ahead of, instead, the cart is ahead of the horse right now. So it's going to take them a little bit of time to catch up. And when they do, you'll have everything done that you need. Okay, let's see if there's anything else. Not where I see. Any questions? Okay, good.
Yeah, I have a
Yes.
question.
Go ahead.
Yeah, I've got this 16 right now from my phone, and it's the most problematic phone I've had in the past 30 years ever. I mean, I don't understand why I'm losing contacts. I'm losing input into contacts information, and I'm trying to avoid having updates because this is when sometimes it happens. And now I can't even avoid an update because like they automatically want to shove an update onto me, and I don't know how to stop this because I'll have to go to a notebook with 1,000 pages in it to put everything into from my phone into a notebook because I can't trust Apple anymore to retain my information.
I'm not sure. I know that's been an ongoing problem with you.
Ugh.
And of course, a lot of us do have separate written books in case something's gone, in case something happens to you, you make sure you have a list of all your passwords and everything else and information locked up in a safe place where those who are in your legacy list will be able to access it in the event of your death.
I know, but I don't understand why I'm losing this information as I've never lost this information before with any other phone I've ever had.
Has anybody else here ever lost information like that?
Well, you have to have a 16 phone to have this problem because that's the only way I've had the problem. Before, everything was beautiful. I had it's just a 16 phone that seems to not want to retain information that I input into it.
Now, there is an Apple support community online. If you
I
sign
know.
into Apple and then ask, probably somebody's got the same question you have and has already answered it,
Well,
and you're not aware of it.
I've tried that, but there's just so many, so many people on that forum, and so to get an answer is difficult sometimes.
You can call Apple Store and set up an appointment to go down there.
Yeah, well, the last time I tried to order an Apple phone, they sent me the current phone, not the new phone that I wanted. So I
Oh,
don't have much faith in even the Apple store
which
sometimes.
store did you go to?
I went to the one in Atlantic Boulevard.
I would go to the one in Boca.
Town
That's
center.
yeah,
Oh.
Town Center. That's the main one. And they are very, very competent in there.
They are very
I think
good.
Galleria's got to be pretty competent also, I would believe.
I would so, yeah.
Yeah.
Now, you're talking about, you went down to Coral Springs University, is that the one?
Well, no, I went there for another problem which wasn't solved either. I'm saying I ordered a phone last year and they sent me the previous phone. I mean, the guy didn't even understand that I wanted the new phone that was coming out in 2 weeks, not the present phone.
Oh,
Unbelievable.
great,
Yeah.
great.
How you gonna beat that?
With a stick.
I would think any of
Exactly.
the Apple stores that have a Genius Bar could help you out, though.
Yeah,
Mhm.
true.
Well, I've talked to them and so forth, and I just can't understand why this has to happen. And they're not at much help either. I've gone to the Geek Squad. I'm a member of them.
Apple
And
has a support number. Have you tried that?
I've called Apple, yeah, but they seem to be at a loss as to why this is happening. But I know it's happening because I've had these tremendous contact information that I put in there, and I go to look for it, and it's not there anymore. And this is information that I don't know if I can regurgitate again because time has passed.
Do you
And
Check on how
any-
your data is sorted also.
Yeah,
Sometimes the last word you put in, like corporation,
Mhm.
it'll be listed under C rather than, Samsung or something. So check how it's using the sorting process also.
do you
Well,
know anyone else that has your phone?
no, I really don't know anyone that has this newest phone. And I've had so much good luck with all my phones from the past. I've always bought them right out, brand new, and they've always
Mhm.
worked fine. But this one is really putting me really in a quandary.
Now, which one do you have?
16 Pro Max.
The 16, I've got my 13 Pro Max and I have no trouble with it. I
I know,
mean,
I'm just saying, I had no problem with the 12 Pro Max. It's just this brand new one that's giving me a problem. I mean, the screen is great, the photography and the zoom is tremendous. I love all those features. And the way you can navigate things and record
yeah,
videos is it's tremendous. But I hate to lose data and stuff that I'm inputting because, it takes time to input data
well,
and then you got to redo it.
you've got a book where you're writing all this down now, right?
Well, yeah, but I can't write a 1,000 page. I gotta, if I'm gonna write a book, I'm gonna have to sell it to.
Well, maybe you shouldn't have that many contacts in there. Maybe you've got duplicates that need to be removed. You
Oh
need
no,
to go through it.
no, it's not duplications. Well, yeah, the thing was that happened at one point also. I go to my phone, I see duplicate contacts, and I don't know how the heck that was propagated, but that's what I ended up with. So there's been a lot of problems with this 16, and I've never experienced anything like it ever.
I've got a 16 Pro Max also,
Oh,
and
good.
I've not had any problems at all.
Oh,
So
that's good. Yeah, I don't
yeah,
understand why this is happening, but I'm losing a lot of input and a lot of information that I need to retain, and
yeah.
memory's not getting any better to
Well,
go back and redo it.
again, try looking at how you've got the contacts sorted, because I thought I was losing stuff also,
Hmm.
and it was like sorting stuff with the last word I put in. Like I said, Samsung Corporation, it'll put it under C rather than S for Samsung.
Oh.
So look and see how the sorts section is set.
I've gone through all my contacts looking for stuff. The search
Yeah.
feature and so forth should bring it up.
Well, search for one word also. You can drop the top down and search for just the one word that you're looking for, and it'll call up all occasions of that.
I know I've done that before.
Yeah,
Mm,
okay.
There's
Just a
so much,
thought.
Well,
so much stuff that
why don't you guys keep in touch?
I'd love
Since you
to.
got the same thing, just share emails or something,
Yeah.
or call Dr. Don up. I got his
Yeah.
number.
Yeah, I'd
Yeah,
like to do
I've
that.
got it too.
Yeah, they just go ahead and call
Yeah.
each other, ask around
Yeah.
and see
Play
who
with 16. You got it.
maybe you got friends that have it, and then you can
Uh,
share among yourselves as a group.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I'd like to do that because even that, I noticed that after the updates, I'm losing the data. I said, I don't want any more updates. And now they're forcing them on me automatically, which I don't even want an update because I know
Well,
what's
wait a
going to
minute.
happen.
All you've
You
got
can
to
turn
do
that
is,
off.
yes, you can.
Yeah, I know, but they do that and the phone is off and they say it has to be on and plugged in and it's not overnight. I never have it plugged in or on and still I find in the morning it's been updated. Now,
What's the
you know,
battery level?
well, I don't know. When I go to sleep, sometimes it's about 95. It's a good level, but it's still off. The phone is off and it's
You
not
only
plugged
have to
in.
be above 50% to allow the update to occur.
Well, they tell me I got to be plugged in and on for the updates to happen, and I'm not in that condition overnight to make it happen, but it still happens.
If you
But
go
you
to,
can still go to your general settings, go to general and then software update. And I believe you can turn off automatic update.
Yes,
Oh
Yes, you
yeah, I
can.
could.
Yeah,
Yeah, I could. Right.
Okay,
Yeah.
if you do that, you should not be getting automatic updates.
agreed.
Okay, but I thought you needed to, have it plugged in and on for it to happen. That's what they
okay,
tell me before.
hang on one second, hang on
think
one
You
they've
second.
don't on
changed.
your phone. When I upgraded to iOS 26, the latest beta version this morning,
Yeah.
the phone was in my hand, not plugged into anything. If you've
Yeah,
got enough power, it's going to come through.
yeah.
Really?
You need decent Wi-Fi. It'll override the plug-in.
Gee, well, that's not what they told me. They said it's got to be plugged in, it's got to be on. I said, oh, good. I'm not going to do that, and then you won't bother me.
They lied.
Okay, here you go. Here's you go. You see that? Let me get this thing away here. Wait a minute.
Yeah, there's your tune.
Okay, so there you can come back and go to settings, and you want to go to general,
Hmm.
and then you go to software update. Now I can turn them off, and it
Yeah,
says, there you go, turn them off,
right.
turn that off, and turn that off.
I
Now,
know.
now we'll hold.
Okay, I can do that also because I thought that just leaving it, unplugged and off would be enough to stop it, but apparently now it overrides that because it didn't used to before. I can always, count on it not doing anything when it was unplugged and off. Now it seems to be coming through. So something has changed in the past few months where
Okay,
now it's coming through
that's what
automatically.
I got right now because that's
Yeah.
the latest.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Yeah.
Now if you set it a certain way, it will say, it's not going to update till you reach a certain power level or something like that. You have to have 50% more and plugged in order for it to come down. That's because of the size of the update as well.
Wow.
Determines what's going yeah. So, I mean, that's going to be a huge update, as I say. It's
Yeah.
going to be it's going to be 8.38
Gigabytes?
bytes at the last time, yeah.
Yeah. All right, and I just don't understand why this happens, and I'm really disappointed that it's happening since I've had all such good luck with all the phones I've ever had, Android and iPhone.
Yeah. Well,
Never had anything like this.
I'd make a list in writing and then take it down to the Apple store.
Okay,
Yeah.
guys,
Okay, thank you
Okay,
very much for your
moving
input. Keep
on.
in touch, right?
it's time to say goodbye. And thank you for attending my party. I'm going to go out and get a bottle of champagne or something, or have something, have a pizza or something like that for myself, since I'm
Champagne
living all
pizza.
alone. And thank you again, Jerry, for attending.
Oh, my pleasure.
Thank you, Jerry.
You guys are
are
always fun to talk to.
for the latest updates.
Tough
Go to our website. It's still good. It's still being updated in the useful links. I'm working on that to make sure that they're viable. Even if we lost our Zoom capabilities from now on, the website will still remain active. It's one of the few things that I've been able to pay for with a meager amount in the treasury, and it's really low. So having somebody agree to fund me isn't going to solve the problem. If you know of anybody who was interested in offering us a rent-free, repeat, rent-free environment for classes to meet, let us know.
Barry,
Okay?
that's gonna shut out people that are out of the area and love these Zoom meetings, though. You shouldn't really do that to them. There's people from
Well, we'll see.
Canada and Iowa and so forth. You can't really shut the Zoom off.
Well, there's no reason, even if we find a place to meet, that we can't have Zoom running at the same time.
That's
Okay.
right.
Yeah, okay, that's good. As long as you don't stop the Zoom, that would be
You can
great.
you can
That's
spill
what
it
we do
over
in
to
Arizona.
YouTube.
They're called a hybrid meeting, and while
Absolutely.
we have a local meeting with about 50 people in it, but we're zooming out to 100 people.
You got it.
Yep.
You should have just the password and so forth for people that like to come without having to have an invitation. I mean, I go to another Zoom meeting, all I gotta do, it's already in there automatically. You go to Zoom or you can go to the real meeting. And the thing is, no one's gonna come on board that you really don't want, I don't believe.
Okay.
So security shouldn't be an issue there.
This is perfect timing, 11:13 a.m. our time. So I
Yes.
wish everybody the best. If you're Jewish, you've got a Rosh Hashanah coming up and Yom Kippur.
Mm.
There's a lot of stuff going on right now. And I'm going
But
to check.
Barry, happy
Yeah.
birthday, buddy.
Thank you so much. Thank you so
Happy
much.
birthday from all of us.
God bless all of
birthday.
you. May you stay safe and healthy, no matter where you are, your families, all of it. And see you soon.
Okay.
Wave goodbye.
All right, Barry. Thank you,
Thanks,
Jerry.
Barry.
Thank you, everybody. It was delightful. Good job.
And go to
Thank you.
Firehouse Subs for a free sub today, Barry. Happy birthday.
Okay.
Yes.